Okay, welcome back to Route Double. Last time, we had another, pleasant. Nothing too terribly bad happened. Well, we died once. A very thoroughly signposted bad ending. And we might be about to die again. We are in a contaminated area. Oh wow, I'm in game time. Okay, yeah. It just cycles through. That's interesting. Didn't know that was a thing. So, let us... We're out of time. Okay, so we only have a Watase choice here. We're gonna check. We're gonna see if this is enough to check. Watase hesitated for a moment. It confirmed that there were no survivors here, but they couldn't say the same about AD. He was also concerned about the strange vision he just had. Oh shit! It's okay to go back and leave things the way they are. We need to go lower. Actually, he couldn't put their lives in danger over some fanciful delusion he'd had. Well, yep. Watase and Jun then raced out of the room together. They headed for a large room in the outer ring. Kazumi and the others were already there to greet them. Huh. I'm actually going to... This feels like not an obvious one, but... We're gonna go back and stay for a little longer. It's hard to say... Yeah, let's... Watase hesitated for a moment. He confirmed that there were no survivors here, but they couldn't say the same about AD. He was also concerned about the strange vision he just had. It might be that that was the right choice, and this is the wrong choice. Yep, because we're toggled this again. So this might be the bad ending. Oh wow. Oh wow. We have to go really low here. This smells like an obvious death flag. We need to go so low. Watase hesitated for a moment. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's just go all the way down. Okay, is it... There's gotta be something here. Alright, let's max out then. Mind made up, Watase addressed Jun. Watase said that over his shoulder, then started searching the room. We're also going against our buddy system agreement, but... Let's just do it! Watase was about to shout, "You idiot! Go back!" when... Jun then immediately began helping with the search. It wasn't time to argue. Watase checked behind the desk for the something he was looking for. And while there weren't any survivors there, he did find a metal box. Watase opened up to find 5 ampules of AD. Touchdown. Let's go. Watase and Jun took the medical box and raced out of the room. Okay. Watase and Jun let out a deep breath as soon as they made it back to the outer ring. Alright.
緊張したね。
でも汚染区域に入った甲斐もあったな。
But Jun's face soon clouded over. Maybe they would have railroaded us into a bad ending, because this is a different scene. Huh, hey, what's wrong? Oh.
いや、ごめん。急に気分が。
Uh-oh. Jun covered her mouth and bent over. Oh shit.
体調見ないで。ちょっと戻します。
戻すって何を？
Oh shit. Maybe this was bad. It's hard to say. We got 5 AD, but we are sicker. Jun turned her back on Watase and threw up in a corner of the hallway. Watase watched all of that in dumbfoundment. Jun soon finished vomiting and managed to smile on her pale face.
いや、お恥ずかしいところを見せました。
森部。
You good?
もしかして放射線障害が。
何言ってんの？違うよ。
Are you sure about
走った
that?
り緊張したりして、ついでに疲れが言いに来ただけだよ。
本当か？おい、ちょっと手首見せてみろ。
Watase grabbed Jun by the wrist.
何すんの？エッチ。
うるせえ。ちょっと黙ってろ。
And be responsible here. Uh-oh. That's a red dot. That's bad. Jun complied and Watase examined her vital checker. Normally all 5 lights would be green, but this time one of them was bright red.
これ赤いじゃないか。体に異常が出てるんじゃないのか。
慌てないでよ。これ脈拍のインジケーターだよ。ゲーした後だから脈拍が乱れてるだけだって。すぐ緑に戻るよ。ほら。
Oh, okay. Don't scare me like that. Light turned green again shortly after Jun said that.
ほら、もう健康体。ジュンさん復活でござんすよ。
そうか。ならいいんだが。
っていうか、体調こそ大丈夫？また頭痛とか起きてない？
あ、いや、俺は平気だ。
Then realized something. Strange feeling he'd felt when he'd entered the contaminated zone had vanished. So it really was the effects of the radiation. That's why Watase was worried. Like him, Jun had also been in a contaminated zone twice. Watase was stronger than her, and even he'd fainted, meaning there was no guarantee someone with such a small body like Jun's would be okay. And I really think that you just fainted because of some mind magic.
何かあったらすぐ言えよ。
心配ありがとう、隊長殿。
何言ってんだよ。相棒を心配するのは当たり前だ。
Yeah, buddy. Two of them smiled at each other. Frail smiles, but smiles nonetheless.
それよりさ、とんだお宝見つけちゃったね。
そうだな。要救助者が見つからなかったのは残念だが、今回は随分早く見つかったな。
The 5 he'd found in the contaminated zone, Watase now had 6 AD on him. They still had plenty of time left until the next injections. They could take it easy for a while.
よし、それじゃあみんなのところに戻ろうよ。きっとみんな喜ぶよ。
あ。
Watase and Jun then ran off together. They headed for a large room in the outer ring. Cosme and the others were already there to greet them. Okay, this is where the no AD route picked up.
あら、早いですね、二人とも。
内周島の捜索終わったのかね。
ああ、そしてそこで
AD を発見しました。
Everyone's eyes widened at once.
AD って何本ですか
？5本見つけて合計6本だよ。
素晴らしい。今回は早く見つかりましたね。
Very good.
あの防災マニュアルの通りね。第5エリアには大量に AD が配備されてたのよ。
うん、これでひとまず安心だな。
They chose to keep the fact that the inner ring was contaminated a secret. With their search of it over, they didn't need to give the rest of the group any unnecessary worry.
ところでどうだった？
捜索の結果は？
The rest of the group's faces dimmed slightly.
それがこっちは成果がなく AD も要救助者も見つかりませんでした。
こんなものなら見つかったのだがね。
Kida held out a bunch of security cards, all labeled level 6.
レベル6のカードがこんなに？
Goodness.
同じ部屋に3枚ありました。どうやらこのカードの管理、発行を行う役目の人がいたようですね。
Oh, nice.
もしくは施設内の監査を行う立場のものか。
The people were there to visit inspect the sprinklers? By the way, they now had 4 level 6 cards. There wasn't much use at having so many cards at the same level.
カードなんかどうでもいいわよ。それより要救助者の方が重要だわ。どうして全然見つからないのかしら。もう未捜索のエリアは第6エリアだけよね。
Well, clearly they're just doing laps around the building.
ああ、こうも見つからないのはなんだか妙な感じがするな。
They'd already finished searching over 80% of the facility, meaning the survivors were either somewhere the group didn't know or were already dead. Is there any place we overlooked? Are their bodies there? Are they in Area N? The air grew heavy still, as if Watase's sentiments had spread to everyone else. But a timid voice rose as if to cut through all of that.
そんなに暗く考えない方がいいと思います。
Oh, alright.
今まで会わなかったってことは全員生きてるって考えた方がいいんじゃないでしょうか。きっと第6エリアにみんないるんですよ。
It's gonna be wild if we actually meet up with them. Watase was astonished at the longest declaration he'd ever heard Yuri speak. Something gradually crept out of the depths of his stomach.
だな。
Oh,
ですね。
thought you were gonna throw up there for a second.
ゆうりちゃんの言う通りだ。
Let's think positively. Yuri's... I should say, let's positive thinking. Thank you, Maya. Yuri's peaceful smile dispelled the shadows shrouding everyone's faces.
確かに暗いことばかり考えていても仕方ないな。
Indeed.
三宮さんをはじめとして3人ともしっかりした子たちだし。
よし。なら捜索を続けよう、みんな。
ええ。仮に彼らが脱出していなかったとしても、きっと第6エリアで会えるはずです。
I'm still theorizing that it's possible. As interesting as it would be to find them in Area 6, I'm theorizing that it's possible for them to have just looped around into Area 1. Group all nodded at each other and started walking off. Their final destination was Area 6, where all their hopes lay. Group opened the security gate and went right through the connecting passageway. Prokion's alarm didn't go off, meaning they didn't have to worry about radiation here. When they cleared the passageway... Oh fuck. They found themselves face to face with a bizarre room. Watase was speechless at the sight he was staring at. The room was more like something out of a factory instead of a research facility. Large machines, forklifts, cranes, and mountains of materials were lined up. The ceiling was also so much higher than it was in other areas. It appeared that the room covered both B1 and B2. A catwalk surrounded the B1 area and encircled the entire floor.
なんだこの場所は。
Oh no, my forklift.
ここは開発棟、通称ファクトリーと呼ばれている場所だ。僕も初めて来たが、こんなひどいありさまになっているとはね。
Yeah, shit's fucked. Machines there had been burned to hell and back, just as Ukita said. The ladder leading up to the catwalks had been warped horribly, leaving them unreachable.
ここは火が特にひどかったよう
Just as Watase muttered that. Oh fuck. Well, that's bad. Something that looked like sand fell down from the ceiling.
天井が崩れかけているようですね。少々危険です。気をつけましょう。
Huh. That's bad. Jun then checked her Prokian. Is this gonna be irradiated dust?
数値は3711
Okay,
ミリ
good.
シーベルト。まだ安全基準値内だね。
Whew.
では、このファクトリーは広いし、雑然としているようなので、4人と2人で分かれましょうか。
Okay. Our choices are Anna, Kazumi, and Jun.
4人組のチームはファクトリーの捜索を、2人組のチームは内周島の捜索をするということで。
I want more Kazumi in my life. So I'm gonna do like this. No one offered any objections to that proposal.
よし。内周島の捜索は俺が担当しよう。
Watase then thought about who he should pair up with.
立花、組もうか。
そうですね。了解しました。
That's we've had our fill of sending Jun into irradiated areas. And I trust Kazumi more than I trust Anna. Kazumi readily accepted Watase's proposal. She probably didn't want to waste time talking.
森部たちはファクトリーの捜索を頼む。
There's also the chance that something goes wrong without Kazumi here, too.
了解。
では早速捜索を開始しましょう。
Since Kazumi commands a bit more authority than Jun does. It could go either way. With Kazumi's command as the trigger, the group split up into their teams. Or else this was just a character building choice and the inner ring's fine. Oh, yep, this is a character building. Judging by that event title. Watase and Kazumi first entered B2 of the inner ring.
このエリアにあの子たちがいるんだな。
そう信じたいところです。
After that brief exchange, the two of them checked all the rooms in a hurry. All the while believing they'd find the survivors at one of them. However, their search yielded no results.
いない？
お待ちください。地下1階を探してみましょう。
They headed for the stairs in accordance with Kazumi's suggestion, but the inner ring's emergency staircase was unusable. Part on B1 was intact. Everything below it had crumbled, leaving it impossible to climb.
またかよ。
参りましたね。ファクトリーは吹き抜け状になってるから階段はここしかないのに。またエレベーターシャフトを使いますか？
いや待て。どうにかいけないものか。
It's at that moment that Watase remembered what he had with him. 10-meter rope he had been carrying around this whole time.
これでなんとか登れないもんかな。
Oh, Watase calmly picked up some debris and tied the end of the rope to it. Then tossed the rope up, and it caught on the B1 staircase. Whoa. He tugged it several times to test its strength, but it appeared that the rope was firmly secure.
よし、いけるぞ。
ええ。我々なら問題なく登れる高さです。
Good thing we didn't bring Anna.
隊長はロープ登攀は特にお得意でしたからね。
Let's hope you still are.
そうなのか。ならちょうどいい。
Two of them climbed the rope as they smiled at their playful exchange. Oh! Two of them then left the rope where it was. That way they could use it again when they had to go back down. There's a chance they might need to climb back up anyway.
よし、それじゃあ捜索を続けよう。ここが最後の未捜索フロアだからな。
ええ。
Two of them started searching the floor in high spirits. First room they went to appeared to not have been touched by the fire at all. Kazumi spoke up as soon as they walked in.
プロキオンがありますね。
Oh. Watase looked closer to find a familiar device was lying in the corner of the room.
なんでこれがこんなところに？
プロキオンはラボから支給されたものです。 施設内にあってもおかしくありません。
So of course they'd have some of the things that they gave us to help detect radiation.
そう。いずれにしろいいものを見つけたな。これからは3チームに分かれられる。
Ah, yeah.
ええ、そんな事態が今後あるかは分かりませんが。
Still, the two of them decided to take it just to be safe. Looked around to see if there was anything else worth taking with them. Though they didn't find any AD, there was a bound stack of papers on the table that Watase took interest in.
防災マニュアル。
Mention?
防災マニュアル？前にユーリさんが見つけたあれでしょうか？
いや、微妙に違うみたいだ。第5、第6エリア職員用と書いてある。
Ooh. Watase and Kazumi stood close together and read the manual. Most of it was more or less the same as the one Yuri had shown them, but there was a new page at the very end, not present in the other manual. Disaster Prevention Manual, 2030 edition for Area 5-6 staff. Regarding emergency evacuation routes. The event of a fire, earthquake, or other such disasters, the elevators will automatically ascend to the surface floors and stay there. It's because there was a risk that the elevators could stop while in operation due to unpredictable shock, therefore trapping their passengers. Please use the emergency staircases located in each block to evacuate. However, Area 6's outer ring does not have any emergency staircase. Staircase is due to security risks and the facility's structure. Therefore, all staff should evacuate through the inner ring, but if a situation arises where that becomes too difficult, please evacuate through the cargo lift. Regarding a usage of the cargo lift for evacuation. Unlike the normal elevators, the cargo lift is extremely sturdy. In theory, it should be able to resist even magnitude 7 earthquakes and have very little risk of stopping. Therefore, all staff members are granted temporary permission to use the lift to evacuate during a crisis. Please use it to promptly evacuate to the surface. Well, that probably blended together. Please use it to promptly evacuate to the surface. The same rights will also be granted in the event of a Case N. Should evacuation of the facility become impossible due to the bulkhead lockdown, the cargo lift can be used to evacuate to a safe zone in the surface floors. Ooh.
搬出リフト。
So the bulkhead's still closed, but maybe there's a new area? In the upper floors? Why'd that happen? Two of them started trembling when they read that passage.
安全区域まで避難することができるとは、もしかして。
この状況下でも、そこからは地上に脱出できるってことか。
Not all the way to the surface, but... Watase and Kazumi looked at each other. They were both grinning from ear to ear. After being trapped in the basement all this time, they'd finally found the clue they needed about the one escape route that still worked.
それってどこにあると思う？
さっきは気づきませんでしたが、あの焼けただれたファクトリーのどこかにあるんでしょう。しかし先に要救助者の捜索です。脱出口が見つかっても要救助者を確保してなきゃ無意味ですから。
だな。
Watase shoved the manual into his pocket and ran out of the room. However, in the end, they went through all the rooms, yet found no hide nor hair of the survivors or any AD.
連絡通路も確認しよう。隅々まで探すんだ。
Two of them headed for the connecting passageway that led to the factory. Oops, but the passageway was blocked by debris further in, so they couldn't travel past that. The only thing up ahead was the factory, meaning that they'd completed their search of the inner ring. Watase frowned in puzzlement as they turned around.
おかしいな。要救助者がどこにもいないとは。
確かに妙ですね。しかしファクトリーにいるのかもしれません。
I find that unlikely.
我々も戻って向こうの捜索を手伝いましょう。
We come back and everything's on fire, and Jun is screaming and running around. Anna and Kita are just trapped under rubble. Yuri's crying.
あるいはひょっとして彼らは。
Before Watase could say any more, suddenly heard a sound at his feet. What's that? Watase looked down in surprise. See that there were cracks where Kazumi was standing. Oh no. Floor's giving way. Just as Watase thought that, time slowed down for him. He was seeing everything in slow motion. The world. Run. Kazumi noticed the sudden change in her situation and tried to react immediately. second later, the floor at her feet collapsed. Go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Watase shot his hand out as fast as lightning and grabbed Kazumi's arm. Pain ran through his cracked ribs instantly. Gah. He put up with it and grasped Kazumi's arm tightly. Dust blew up from the crumbled floor, but it soon began to clear up. Oh boy. Revealing Kazumi's face on the other side. This is bad.
危ないところだったな、立花。
隊長。
とっさに反応できてよかったぜ。実際大したもんだよな。このカササギ渡せってやつの体はさ。
Eh? Kazumi suddenly smiled when she heard that.
隊長は記憶喪失でもやっぱり私たちの隊長なんですね。
That's a really weird line. That's a really weird line. Maybe it's because I had the theory in the back of my mind that we mind swapped, and that's why we have amnesia.
みたいだな。だが感心するのは後だ。引き上げるからそっちの手も貸してくれ。
はい。
Watase grabbed onto Kazumi's hands and pulled her up in one great big motion. Whoa, damn. He swole.
ありがとうございました、隊長。
I hope we're on,
怪我はないか。
I hope we're on the right side of this. The truth is revealed. That's also an ominous soundtrack. Name.
そうか、よかった。しかし、
Watase looked at the now partially collapsed passageway.
第6エリアはよほど火災によるダメージがひどかったんだな。
そうですね。他の皆さんは無事でしょうか。
早く戻ってみんなの無事を確認しよう。
Man, I hope we're not trapped here. I hope that this collapse... Okay. I hope that this collapse didn't mean that the B2 connecting passageway collapsed too. Watase and Kazumi then broke off into a dash. The team climbed down the rope at the staircase and returned to the factory on B2, only to find the others running towards them.
隊長、何かあったの？
なんかドスンって音が鳴ったけど。
いや、大したことないさ。連絡通路が崩れただけだ。
それより皆さん、要救助者等は見つかりましたか？
I love how everyone was worried, but we took the two most matter-of-fact members of the rescue squad to this. They're like, yeah, guys, we're good. So, did you find anything?
それがいないんだよ。
隅々まで捜索したのだがね、要救助者の姿はどこにもない。
内州島にもいなかったんですか？
あ、こっちでも誰も見つからなかった。
The group had already finished exploring all the areas in Labo. They hadn't found the survivors anywhere, not even any bodies of them.
じゃあ、いよいよ間違いないな。
え？
あの子たちはすでに搬出リフトから脱出したんだ。
そう考えるのが自然ですね。
June and the others looked confused at Watase's proclamation.
搬出リフト？何それ？
ファクトリーのどこかに地上に脱出できるリフトがあるらしいのです。
ほら、これ見てくれ。
Take that. Watase said that and showed the disaster prevention manual he'd found earlier to the others.
そうか、こんな手があったのか。
確かに、これならいけそうね。
だろ？なあみんな、ファクトリーの中にそれっぽいリフトはなかったか？
Yeah, of course you didn't know about that, Ukita. You're just a weak junior fellow. Not one of the
見つ
senior
からなかった
fellows.
けど、もしかしたらあれかも。
That? June turned around and looked at a corner of the factory. She was staring at the farthest wall from them, where, for some reason, a security gate stood.
なんであんなところにセキュリティゲートが？
不自然なところにあったから私らも気にはなってたんだけどさ、セキュリティスロットが完全に消失してて中に入れなかったんだ。
Oh.
でもファクトリー内で未捜索の場所はあのゲートの向こうだけ。搬出リフトってのがあるとしたらあの向こうにあることは間違いないわ。
The whole group was all smiles. They only had 6 AD, but if they managed to escape, then they wouldn't need them anymore. Their journey full of hardships was finally coming to an end.
よし、どうにかしてあのゲートを開けよう。
例によってエアダクトから向こう側に行くことはできないの？
残念ながら天井が高すぎてエアダクトに入ることはできません。
じゃあゲートをエンジンカッターとかで壊すことは？
もう試してみたよ。海域基地からカッター取ってきてね。
Oh, damn.
でもちょっと切れ目が入ったくらいでとても開きそうにない。
Do you even have anything like that?
くそ、そうかよ。
どうすれば開けられるんでしょう。
Watase looked at Yuri. Damn it, the exit's right in front of us. We have to get that gate open no matter what it takes, so that we can save Yuri. Just as Watase thought this, and everyone else suddenly heard a strange noise. Oh boy. Watase instantly felt a shock run through his spine. Oh no! It's the bad insult. Several large objects were falling from up above. Taken aback by this, he looked up to see the ceiling breaking apart.
みんな、ここから離れろ。
The ceiling started to collapse at the same time. He shouted that. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Anna and Ukita screamed. Debris, pebbles, scraps of iron, steel frames, and iron plates all came falling down one after another. Yuri tripped and fell on her backside. It was at that moment that a remarkably huge ceiling panel, one about 5 square meters big, fell straight toward her.
Yuri!
Watase darted for Yuri and shielded her with his body. Oh fuck! A moment later, an impact ran through Watase's back. Oh Jesus. Jesus! It intercepted the fallen ceiling panel with his back. The panel itself was only about 20 kilograms, not all that heavy. Yuri lying under him. Watase got up on all fours and tried to push the panel up and off with his back. Get this off of me quickly! Even more debris came falling down at that moment. His back was assaulted with impacts that passed through the panel. Oh fuck. The panel's weight suddenly increased tenfold at the same time with great force. Guess we're dying! Watase tried to break away from it, but his body wouldn't respond. Hey, shit! He had no way of estimating how much the debris piled up on his back weighed. 150 kilograms? 200 kilograms? Whatever it was so heavy that it felt like his arms and legs were going to break right then and there. But he locked eyes with Yuri just at that moment. Watase's face was reflected in those eyes shrouded with fear and despair. I have to hang in there. Yuri will be crushed with me. Watase filled his arms and legs with strength, supporting the weight of the debris. All he could think about was protecting Yuri. The sound of the ceiling caving in soon stopped. Leaving Watase and Yuri trapped under a mountain of debris. Yuri looked up at him with wide eyes. Just then, something leaked down onto her dusty cheeks. Oh shit, it was Watase's blood. I hit the back of my head too much? Oh shit. Watase ignored the pain and spoke.
Yuri, 安心しろ。絶対に お前を助けてやるからな。
それより隊長さんが。
何こんなのかすり傷だ。
Watase said that and gave her an awkward smile.
でも違う。
Yuri looked like she was about to burst into tears. They then heard the voices of the others who'd managed to escape the rain of debris in time.
隊長、ユリさん、二人ともどこなの？返事をして。
いや、まさかこの瓦礫の下に。
生きてるのかね。
Yuri then started screaming as loud as she could so the others would hear.
私たちはここです。早く瓦礫をのけてください。じゃないと隊長さんが。
でもどうやって？
Oh shit! Gears in Watase's mind started turning. This is... Oh boy. It would probably be very difficult to get rid of this debris with human hands. The fact that his stamina would eventually run out meant that they had to act fast. Oh, and think. You should be able to come up with something. Best way to make sure that Yuri survives. Odyssey then allowed himself to be guided by his instincts and began shouting to those outside the debris.
モリベ、すぐに簡易基地に行ってエアジャッキを取ってくるんだ。
ここからじゃ遠い。
いや、第一エリアを経由すればそれほど時間はかからないはずだ。立花と先生とおっさんは俺の上の瓦礫をどけられるだけどけてくれ。
わかりました。
時間がない。みんな頼む。
了解。隊長、2分以内に戻るから頑張って。
では浮田さん、椿山さん、私たちも。
どうすればいいの？
手始めにこの瓦礫から撤去します。
Jun left the factory as Kasumi, Enna, and Ukita started removing the debris. A minute later, Odyssey's arms started shaking rapidly. The weight drilling into his back relentlessly tortured his body. His spread elbows creaked, feeling like they'd snap like twigs at any second. Moribe, please hurry up. Yuri's face scrunched up with bitterness as if she could tell what Watase was feeling.
ごめんなさい。隊長さん。私のせいで隊長さんまで巻き添えに。
バカ野郎、いらんこと言うんじゃねえ。
でもどうして隊長さんが、どうしてそうまでして私を救おうとしたりするんですか？
Even he didn't know why. He'd say it was because of the voice in his head, but that didn't feel true. He just answered with the role he'd been given.
当たり前だろ。俺はレスキュー隊の隊長なんだぜ。
それじゃどうしてあの時。
Before Yuri could finish her sentence, Jun's shouts cut in.
お待たせ。そちらの状況は？
正直きつい。急いでくれ。
わかりました。モリベ、すぐにエアジャッキの用意を。
スタンバってるよ。指示どうぞ。
まずここからここまでのラインをエンジンカッターで切断します。その後開口部にエアジャッキを、瓦礫を持ち上げ2人を助け出します。
了解。椿山さんと沖田さんは一旦下がって。
では切断開始。
Two rescue workers then began removing the debris. God damn it! The strength in Watase's arms was fading quickly. Wouldn't surprise me if the weight of the debris won out any second now. Watase looked into Yuri's eyes and spoke.
なあユリ、一つだけ俺の願いを聞いてくれるか。
願い。
俺に頑張れと言ってくれ。頼む。
隊長さん、
I'm fueled by the strength of cute girls.
頑張ってください。
Upon hearing those words, Watase felt his body become filled with renewed strength.
おっしゃー。
He mustered every ounce of strength he had and pushed up the debris. At that exact moment, part of the debris was removed, and a light shone in on Yuri's face. It was then that Jun inserted the air jack into that opening.
エアジャッキセット完了。皆さん、ジャッキアップ時に瓦礫が崩れないよう手を貸してください。任せて。
よし、こっちは僕が支えよう。
空気注入。行くよ。
The debris was then lifted up into the air.
隊長、ユリさん、早く。
Watase and Yuri obeyed Kasumi's orders and slipped out of the debris. Oh wow, we're right into another one. Alright, let's do that. In case it's that kind of choice. Watase flopped onto the floor as soon as he escaped the pile of debris. All of his bones were creaking and his muscles were shaking like crazy. Alright, are the others okay? Hug. Watase looked around him, setting his eyes on Kasumi first. A second later, she
隊長、ユリさん、よくご無事で。
ran up to Watase and Yuri as she said that, then embraced the two of them. Oh, that's wholesome. Meanwhile, poor Watase just, fuck, bones, bone hurty. Drank my bone hurty juice. Kasumi paid no heed to their surprise and started talking in a tear-choked voice.
本当に心配しましたよ。私はもう心臓がどうにかなってしまうのではないかと。
大丈夫だ。俺もユリも。しかし。
苦しいです。
Kasumi's arms of steel felt like they were crushing Watase and Yuri's throats.
ああ、失礼しました。
She frantically loosened her grip when she realized this. However,
立花さん、どうして話してくれないんだ？
いいじゃないですか。もう少しこのままで。今は素直に生還を喜ばせてください。あれだけの危機的状況だったんですから。一歩間違えれば本当に危なかったんですから。
Kasumi said that and gave Watase and Yuri a nice pat on the back. Upon which Yuri began to tremble as the reality of what they'd just been through only now finally hit her.
怖かったでしょうね。
It really was. It's okay to cry.
涙も見せずよく頑張りましたね。だけどもう安心ですよ。
Kasumi said that and gently stroked Yuri's hair. As if the warmth from Kasumi's arms flowed into Watase. He also felt Yuri's heart. Yuri's heat fled into him from their shoulders that were now connected for the hug they were locked in. It was then that Watase felt himself fully reconnect with reality again. That's right, we survived. We made it out of there with our lives. There was a path to survival even in such a desperate crisis like that. And the one who'd carved that path open for them was their most reliable comrade, Kasumi. Jun helped too. Watase gently hugged her back. But Kazumi is the most reliable. Kazumi's the best. I love Kazumi. Yuri's arms soon overlapped with Watase's. The three of them just stood there in that embrace for a while, not saying a word. Jun, where are you? Come get in on this action. Team hug. Oh. Nope. Jun is just watching this and loving this. Don't worry. Eventually, Jun cut up the atmosphere with a teasing voice. Yeah.
いやー、約束だね隊長。鬼の副隊長にハグしてもらえるとはさ。
The three of them turned around in surprise to see the rest of the group grinning at them.
若干焼けるね。安全にいいところを持っていかれた気分だ。
I mean a little bit, but that's beside the point.
まあそれだけのことをしたんだもの。ユーリさんが助かったのは彼のおかげよ。
Ooh, Watase shook his head at that comment.
いや、俺一人の力じゃ無理だったさ。ユーリを助けることができたのはみんなのチームワークの賜物だよ。
Everyone smiled embarrassingly when Watase said that. Good job, team.
ところで隊長さん、頭の後ろから血が出てるけど大丈夫？
I'm probably fucking concussed, but
そういや、そうだったな。
that's probably some serious head damage going on there.
こっちに背中を向けて。回路音をつけてあげるわ。
Alright, we do have that. Anna took out the medical ointment they'd found earlier, but then Yuri timidly spoke up.
それ、私にやらせてください。その傷、私のせいだから。
Well, I suppose if he was bracing with his back, there's a good chance that probably lessened the impact on his head. It's still probably not great. But I could see it. Okay.
そうね。ここはユーリさんにお願いするわ。ね、隊長さん。
あ、じゃあ頼むよ、ユーリ。
Oh. Yuri took the cure-on from Anna and walked around to Watase's backside. She applied the ointment to her fingertips, then rubbed them against the wound on the back of Watase's head. Oh. You could feel the gentle movements of her fingers. Before long, Yuri spoke up in surprise.
どうした？
今気づきました。隊長さんの髪って一束だけ白いんですね。
Oh.
あ、そうなのか。自分じゃ自分の頭は見えないから知らなかったな。
そうなんですよ。なんだかカササギの羽みたいです。
Oh. That's, fitting.
カササギ？
鳥の名前です。一本だけ白い羽を持ってるとっても賢い鳥なんですよ。
Oh.
へえ、もしや俺の名字のカササギもそこから取られてるのかね。
Anna interjected at Watase's light joke.
そんなわけないでしょうが。何適当なこと言ってんのよ。
なんだよ先生、ちょっとした冗談じゃないか。俺はユーリを和ませようとしてだな。
I mean, that seems highly likely.
あらそう？あなたタフで男前だけど、ジョークのセンスはいまいちみたいね。
厳しいな、相変わらず。
Yuri let out an amused laugh at that conversation. Watase and Anna also smiled when they heard her laugh. I don't think about it, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever heard Yuri laugh. Yeah. Hanging in there really did pay off. Yuri finished applying the ointment to Watase, then addressed everyone in the room.
隊長さん、皆さん、助けてくれてありがとうございました。
Oh,
いえいえ、本当にご無事で何よりでした。
it took 9 videos, but we finally saved your life.
そうだね。ここまで来て要救助者に何かあったんじゃ、あたしらレスキュー失格だもんね。
まったくだ。しかしまさか天井が崩れてくるとは思わないもんな。
I mean, technically, Watase did not save her life the first time. That's why I said that. Jun did. Might be possible for Watase to do it, but... yeah, but this time we all did. Watase sighed in exasperation and looked up at the collapsed ceiling. At that moment that he spotted something. No, more like his attention was drawn by it. Huh? What's that?
隊長、どうなさいましたか？
まさかまた崩れてきそうとか？
いや、思いついたんだ。あのゲートを開ける方法を。
本当に？
ああ、あれを使えばよかったんだよ。
What? Watase was pointing at a crane hanging down from the ceiling.
エンジンカッターでゲートに切り込みを入れて、そこにクレーンを引っ掛け、無理やりこじ開ければ。
試してみる価値はありそうですね。
でもあのクレーンちゃんと動くのかしら。
Let's find out.
待ってくれ、僕が調べてみよう。
Oh, thanks, Akita. Akita ran alongside the wall and started operating a controller sitting there. Beep, beep, boop, boop.
動いた。使えるぞ。
Oh shit, it worked. I can't believe that worked.
それでは早速取り掛かりましょう。
エンジンカッターも持ってきたからちょうどよかったよ。
Group all nodded at each other and headed over to the gate that was barring their way.
し、まずは一丁切れ込みを入れてやりますか。
I like cutting
みんな
things.
下がってて。
Let's do it. Yeah! Jun started up the engine cutter and ran its spinning blade into the gate. A flurry of sparks bathed her body. Wow. Watase studied the gate to see that there was now indeed a small notch etched into the spot where Jun had cut.
上出来だ。あとはこの切れ目にクレーンを引っ掛けよう。おっさん、頼む。
了解した。
Akita nodded and started operating the crane again.
オーライオーライオーライ、はい、ストップです。
Cosby hooked the crane's hook onto the recently carved notch.
みんな、念のため後ろに下がるんだ。
Watase waited until everyone had complied, then gave Ukita a hand signal. Ukita nodded again, then pressed a switch on the controller. I gotta say, it's been... We really have... Something has flipped, and Watase has really stepped up and become... Like, whether it's his instincts as the captain, or some memories, or the like... coming back, but really has stepped up and become quite competent. And like literally things are running a lot smoother now. Crane's chain rewound up to the ceiling, causing the hook to pull tight against the gate as it did. Watase prayed as he observed the scene play out before him. Please work. Just then the gate started creaking in the blink of an eye. Knots then widened even further, and opened up to create an opening large enough for people to walk through it.
よし、完璧だ。
The end of? The end of what?
やったよ。
The opening was big enough for even someone of Watase's stature to fit through. He could vaguely see what appeared to be the lift's control panel through the darkness.
よかった。
ね、 これでもう安心よ。
どうやらうまくいったようだね。
ええ、すみませんでした、浮田さん。民間の方に手伝っていただいて。
That was my first time breaking things, and I had a damn good time, lady.
いやー、何ここから脱出できるなら何でもするさ。
Everyone's faces had brightened now that they could get through the gate that had been causing them so much grief. Oh. Watase also found himself spontaneously break out into a smile. Jun, get up there. Anna. I mean, we saved, right? Yes, we did. Thank God. Now we've finally secured an escape route. It's true that they hadn't found all the survivors yet, but now they could at the very least get Yuri, Anna, and Ukita out of there. Plus, this would mean that they no longer have any problems with AD. We could also get backup from the rescue workers on the surface. Once he breathed a sigh of relief, looked at his comrades' faces. This is going to be a thing of who to talk to? And then spoke to Ukita.
やったな、おっさん。
ああ、まだ問題は多いが、とりあえずこれでよしとしよう。
そうだな。残りの要救助者の件もあるし。
A gloomy look clouded Ukita's face. I see. So it's actually only going to get tougher for the old man after this. There's a larger crisis as a meltdown happening in their workplace. Ukita and his fellow staff members would doubtlessly be forced to take some level of responsibility for it. Ukita had risked tooth and nail to escape this hell alive, all while being aware of that heavy responsibility. So the old man was to have his own worries this whole time. Watase gave Ukita a thankful pat on the shoulder. He then looked at the others. Ah, sucks for you. We're gonna quick save. Is that what happens when we got a tie? Then spouted Yuri. Okay, so that's the default outcome.
ユリ、ここまでよく頑張ったな。もう何も心配ない。外でゆっくり休んでてくれ。
隊長さん、今までありがとうございました。
よせよ、ユリ。それじゃあ根性の別れみたいだろ。
Watase gave a wry smile and patted Yuri on the head. Oh. This definitely feels like final. Okay, let's talk to Anna next. And then walked up to Anna.
先生、今までありがとな。
え？
ここまでいろいろと俺のことを励ましてくれただろ。
Smooth.
いいのよ別に。そんなこと。
脱出経路はこれで確保できた。あとはあんたの生徒を早いとこ保護してやらなきゃな。
ええ、頼りにしてるわよ、隊長さん。
Anna put a hand on her chest haughtily, while Watase smiled and nodded. Okay, next. Gonna talk to best girl number 2. And then smiled at Jun.
やったな、森部。
それもこれも全部このエンジンカッターのおかげだね。
And your tenacity.
お前、本当にそれが好きだな。目が怖いぞ。
Big time.
よく言われるよ。
Jun gave an embarrassed smile, which Watase returned in kind. Okay. Short but sweet. Lastly, best girl. then walked over to Cosmo before whispering to her.
やったな、立花。
え？
お前のおかげだ。みんなをここまで引っ張ってくれたからだよ。
いえ、隊長のお力があればこそです。
Literally, you were holding everything up under that rubble. Faint, possibly embarrassed blush rose to Kazumi's cheeks. Cute! He then looked at the others. They were all covered in soot and dust, but they were still smiling. It was thanks to all of them that they were able to make it this far without losing a single life. There'd been many a time where they'd almost given up, but they'd lost heart not even once. No matter how seemingly hopeless the situation, humans have the will to never give up. And to keep moving forward, huh? It was the will to live that had welled up from the deepest part of all of their hearts. It felt like the sole light of hope that had shined through their despair. Hope isn't something as simple as an escape route or AD. Hope is the fact that all of us are comrades who fought to support each other through thick and thin. Watase's heart warmed at that thought. He held back his surge of emotions and spoke up.
よーし、そんじゃ脱出するか。
じゃあ私が先に入って安全を確かめるよ。
頼みますよ、森部。
はーい、任せて。
June went through the opening in high spirits as the others saw her off. However, not even a second later,